What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome back to another exciting live stream here today. This is gonna be an exciting one because we got some stuff to talk about. Oh boy, do we got stuff to talk about! First of all, though, hello everyone in chat. I hope you're all having a lovely Tuesday. Let me. I think everything's good. Hello, Androxus and Kabotix on Twitch. Hello, Taka, Peter, Lemon X Lemonade, and Diego and Rainwater on YouTube. Hello, howdy, everybody. Hello, Tinte. Hello, Colin. Sebzugs. Welcome. I hope you're all having a lovely day. We got some juicy things to talk about here, folks. We have got the juice, if I do say so myself. Let me get it up on Still Store for us so we can have a little look-see. There it is. Let me pause it. And then let me adjust me. Boop, boop, ba, doop, ba, doo. Oh, where am I? There I am. Whoa. Is this good? Is this good, chat? Is that a good position? Yeah, that's probably a good position. Alrighty. We have some exciting things. I'm going to keep it muted because I don't think we need to have the audio playing for it, but we're just going to do a quick run through of the trailer. Stop it when I see interesting things to point out, and then we're going to talk more in depth about the juicy stuff. Okay, yeah. So, I guess we can start it off as it's playing through. Chat, what did you all think about the Season 17 trailer? How are we feeling? How are we feeling about Season 17? Hello, Sapirin. Welcome. Juice went by too fast to get excited about. Yeah, that's, I guess, like the first thing to address. They definitely tried something different with this trailer, which, you know, all right, cool. I don't think it necessarily worked, but they tried something different. Hello, Axolotl Queen. Welcome. Good to see you as well. Yeah. So the pacing of the trailer. This was a very fast trailer, a very short trailer. There's so many little things to actually talk about, though. Like, I kind of like it, and I kind of don't like it. Because on the one hand, I think the majority of people just missed all the actually interesting stuff in this trailer because of how they structured it. But on the other hand, there's, like, juicy things to delve into. Okay, how about we maybe just... Okay, well, you get a look at Snake Eyes right there. Whoops, that was not where I meant to click. Here, if we pause it at the proper time... Wait for it. Boom, I think this is the closest we get to it. Chat. My friends. My fellow enjoyers. What in the heck is this? What in the heck is this? Hello, May and Guh. Welcome. That, to me, looks like a visual novel featuring the new Academy skins. Yeah, Curious. Is this going to be Overwatch 2.0? I mean, it's not Valentine's season, but it's an interesting one. Juno dating sim. I mean, we see Juno and Junkrat. Not the two I would pair together. But perhaps they're both romantic options for the player. You never know. Either way, this is very interesting. I am curious to see if this is an actual thing, or if this is another one of those, like, they pretend to do something unique and new and different, but actually it's just nothing and is all flavor. That's what I'm waiting to see. Is this an actual game we'll be able to play? Or is this literally only here for the trailer to add flavor? I don't know. I don't know. They haven't talked about it. They announced there's a new game mode that'll be in-game, the like hack event thing. I don't know. They didn't mention anything about this though. Nothing mentioned. So this is either going to be an online thing. This might even be like Quest Watch for all we know, where it's like an in-game sort of thing alongside the Battle Pass. It's just kind of there. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I thought that was so fascinating that they snuck that in. I think this is the only time we see it in the trailer too. They definitely don't ever highlight it. Also, I got to resize this now because I made it huge. All right. We'll keep going though. There's a good bit to actually cover in here. And we get stadium stuff. Yeah, yay. I mean, there's some cool things. Hyperspheres orbiting Sigma. Zen has an orb on himself. And Junkrat pops out of his own reptire. Interesting. You have a better pick of it if you want. Yeah, if you have a better pick, post it on the Discord. Because I don't remember if it shows up elsewhere at a higher resolution. What are the odds of the Nerf collab being weapon skins? Yeah, we'll get to that. We will get to that. Yeah. Hello, Yip, and Knuckles, and Tender, and Keaton, welcome. Velvet, welcome as well. So yeah, it is stadium stuff. Like, you all know I don't really care that much about stadium. Then we get the Diva Mythic skin, which they really didn't give much of a proper spotlight here in the trailer. I'll be showing off the still images after we go through the trailer. Okay, so there is a higher res version a bit later then, but it's the same image it looks like. Yeah, I'll try to stop on that once we get to that part of it, because that must be later that shows up. Yeah, the Diva Mythic, it personally, I'm not that interested in it. I'll be honest. Like, the effects look cool. I think the skin itself looks fine. Very, very strange that this is the first ever Mythic skin that in no way corresponds to at least one of the major themes of the season. This is the only Korean mythical skin, like mythology, folklore, whatever you want to like term it as. This is the only skin of this theme in the entire season, and it's the Mythic. The other two themes are the Academy theme and the retro gaming theme. So very interesting that this Diva skin is here now. Very curious. And it kind of makes me bummed because I actually really like both the other themes, the retro theme and the Academy theme. I mean, starting off retro here, we got Sombra, Genji, and Reinhardt all looking exactly like they were in the whatchamacallit, survey skins. Like, they are spot on the exact things, which I think is actually good because I think Reinhardt and Genji both look really good here in these skins. I really like them. I think Genji's especially. I love the TV head. TV heads are such a cool design. He's even got like the powered glove, the retro Nintendo powered glove on his arm. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, and Sombra's there, I guess. Did they mention Quick Play Stadium? Well, Unranked Stadium is coming this season. 17, yeah. Is this a sign that Mythics will no longer tied to any other theme and just be standalone going forward? I have no idea. It could well be a mix of both. This could be a one-off. This could be a new trend. It could be just a mix of both going forward. Watch hit show Skibbity Toilet. Well, unfortunately, many of the things I love in life get ruined, so TV heads are just another one of those. First time here? Well, welcome. This is your first time on the channel. I hope you enjoy the stream. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Oh, and hit the like button, because like that's actually like super important if you want to help the channel. Like, people don't emphasize that much, but hitting the like button is actually like mega helpful. And then we get to the Academy, which I think is the more interesting of the two. So we got Cassidy, Juno, Kiriko, Sigma, Soldier, and Sojourn. The Sojourn one, it looks like, is a recolor, which is probably why they don't focus on it at all. But yeah, we got a whole set here. We got a whole set. And it's beautiful. Rewind a bit. Rewind to what? There's like the coins raining down. Is that what you want to look at? Oop. Thad Curie is getting an 8-bit skin. Oh, I have no complaints about this Kiriko skin. We'll be getting to that, believe me. You're really tuned into the Nerf community. Darts shown in the trailer are their brand new darts called N1. But you're going to be Overwatch blasters and maybe a Nerf weapon skin. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it is. Because, again, we'll get to that too. We'll get to the Nerf stuff. We're going to work our way through. Oh my god. Kiriko and Juno look so good. They look so good. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. And then we get in the classroom. So this, to me, just looks like Sombra's default skin. I don't think Sombra's getting a skin. Illari looks the same. I can't quite tell with Illari. Tracer's is definitely, that's just her, I forget what it's called, but it's an old skin for her. But then we get Junkrat's new professor skin, which I love, by the way. I love this Junkrat skin. I think it's so good. Sigma gets his as well. And yeah, I don't think there's anything too special to look at there. We get this shot, which is, I was trying to scrub through these like individual things. A lot of them seem like nothing. Like that's just the new Diva Mythic skin. And then those are just 3 other skins. I don't think there's any significance to it. That's just, you know, the different Mythic colors. We'll look at those in detail in a minute. And then we get to Atlas, which I've been waiting to see more about Atlas. And again, they kind of just glaze over it. Like they show it here. We get to see it, but yeah, they don't go like too in depth. We get some sort of like transit station. I don't know if it's like trains or planes or what exactly, but something like that. Juno, but not Sombra. Wait, am I stupid? Oh, I just saw the palette and I was like, okay, yeah, those are her feet kicked up, aren't they? I thought that was like, can you see my cursor? You can't see my cursor, I don't think. I was like, I saw the black and the hair. And I was just like, oh yeah, like I instantly just zoned out. That's probably Sombra. That is not her though. Good note, good note. Gives you how much I care about Sombra. Or is 2 ponytails instead of 1. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Perhaps an epic skin, then, of some kind. I guess we'll see. Or probably an epic skin for Illari. Alright, so yeah, back to Morocco. We get... That would probably translate into something useful, determining, like at the top there, determining what sort of place this is. Yeah, like a train station or something. Then we get like a hydroponics area. This is kind of cool. Reusing assets, I believe, from Horizon, actually. And maybe some from Runasapi as well. I'd have to compare them directly. And we get Reaper's Mythic. Identify character by their feet. Yeah, no, I didn't even look at it. I had to rewatch this part again to find out it was mapped. Saw the focus on Widow and was waiting to see a rework or something. Yes, this is the new map. This is the new map. This is Atlas. They don't specify it very well, but it is the new map Atlas. We get the Reaper Mythic guns, which honestly, I think look cool. I think they're a lot more interesting now that they've indicated the like scythe thing on the bottom that he slides. Like, okay, that's a cooler design than what we originally saw in just the concepts. And the kill thing I think is cool too, where it's like the ghost coming up. Like, yeah, that's cool. I think this is a cool mythic. Again, it falls into that generic like demonic type aesthetic that it's like we have so many of these, and I find them thematically to be so uninteresting. But it's cool for what it is. There we go. We're gonna stop right here. That is a Nerf football with a tail. I don't know if I assume there's like an actual term for that, like toy. And then they also have the darts, which somebody mentioned is an actual like new type of dart from Nerf. So this is interesting because I would have expected there to be a discernible Nerf logo. Like maybe that little like yellow swoosh on the tail is like a icon from Nerf that I'm just not familiar with. But like this looks to me like it's generic. I don't know. It's reminding me of the Brick Bastion skin with like the early Lego collab in Overwatch 1, where it's like obviously it's a Lego Bastion skin, but it's not called Lego officially anywhere in the game. It's giving me that sort of vibes, but for like Nerf with like, I don't know. I'm curious. I think it would be really cool if we saw this be a weapon skin. And you know, the other thing is, the Reaper Mythic weapon launches with the start of the season. So I wonder if this is going to be a mid-season weapon skin that gets released. If so, we can probably discern something from the actual items. So we have bullets, and then a rocket. My first thought is soldier. First thought is soldier, because of the helix and the pulse rifle. But he doesn't really have bullets, per se, because it's an energy rifle. So maybe like Ash? In the football, it'd be like a dynamite or something? I don't know. What do you all think? Definitely N1 darts. Yeah, I'm willing to bet this is probably an official collab we're looking at. Hello, Pisces. Welcome. BAP would be cool. For what, a skin? Of course. Unfortunately, BAP gets nothing. But welcome to the chat. Cassidy Nerf gun? Possibly. The football could be a mag grenade. That's possible. That is very possible. The bullets would probably make more sense with Cassidy's gun than anything else. That could be a Cassidy weapon skin. You might be on with that. Has there been anything about a rework for Sombra? I think they announced they're going to be looking at her. I don't remember what they said specifically regarding that, because they mentioned it in a blog post a couple weeks back, but they didn't get like too specific with it. Hoping it's the characters who got IRL Nerf guns. Well, that's the thing. I'm willing to bet this collab is going to accompany an actual IRL like Nerf gun toy. I strongly suspect that would be the case, because I think that would just work too well. So I think it might be both. It'll be an in-game weapon skin collab and an IRL toy. I think that's very possible. Cass, it's Nerf or nothing. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be a Nerf collab. It makes sense. I mean, they've already worked with Nerf before in the past, so checks out. Again, weird how quickly and subtle it was, and the absence of definitive branding is maybe just intentional to make it more mysterious, I suppose. Then we get Snake Eyes. Oh, but he's gone. He's so quick. He's so quick here. It's gonna be tough to get anything closer. So in my video I didn't recognize it because admittedly I am not a very knowledgeable person when it comes to G.I. Joe. I never like watched it in any iteration. I was never like into it as a kid or anything. I mean, heck, I'm I'm not old enough to even really be in the demographic of people that would have been into G.I. Joe, but I don't know much about it. But I was informed through the comments on the video that this is Snake Eyes, who's not one of the villains. I think I was misidentifying him as just like a Cobra agent or trooper or whatever they're called in the show, because I don't really know much about G.I. Joe. But yeah, hello Fat Dabs, welcome. Probably a carry weapon IRL. I mean, if they sold foam kunai, I would definitely get those. Hello, Justin. Welcome. Good to see you. Kibawari's Super Soaker. Oh, Super Soaker would be cool. Yeah, so G.I. Joe collab. They just like blatantly posted it on their Twitter, with this being the only in-trailer evidence of it. This little subtle thing, and then they're like, oh, G.I. Joe collab coming. So, not very ceremonious in the announcement of that. Also, perhaps the least surprising collab we've gotten to date. Like, G.I. Joe is just so directly in line with the types of collabs we would expect from them at this point, that as soon as I saw it, I was like, all right, yeah, that checks out. I don't know. I'm curious what we're going to end up getting from this collab. Presumably, this is going to be a mid-season thing. But, yeah. Snake Eyes Genji, at the very least. Two Hasbro collabs, right? The other one being Transformers? Yeah. Yeah, interesting, like, exactly a year apart, too. Because Transformers was last summer. Such a random collab. Which one? Nerf or G.I. Joe? G.I. Joe, I would say, is the least random collab they've ever done. I don't think there's ever been a more predictable collab in the history of Overwatch relative to the time of it releasing than G.I. Joe is right now. Like, I wasn't in the least bit surprised to see it was G.I. Joe. It's like, yeah, that checks out. Well, Pixel Ghost, welcome. Want a Scooby-Doo collab. See, that's the thing, though. Scooby-Doo isn't violent. You gotta get the action ones. They gotta be the action integrations. Thundercats, I think, is possibly on the table for the future. But, like, obviously they've established, like, a type. Like, Overwatch collabs have a type. They're either catering to K-pop fans, or they're catering to nerds in their 30s. Pushing 40s at this point, I would say. Because, like, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Cowboy Bebop, these are all, like, older demographic. Like, relatively, compared to what you would expect for, like, a game, typically. The only more, like, contemporary ones would be, like, My Hero Academia, I guess. I mean, even Avatar, I'd argue, is probably, like, an older demographic catering collab. I'm trying to think what, like, the most contemporary collab they've done is. Probably My Hero, honestly. Because even Street Fighter, that's, like, an older title in terms of, like, the IP's relevance. Yeah, so, you know, that's the trend. That's the trend, and I think that's going to give us a lot of insight into what to look forward to in the future, too. Doesn't Hasbro own Nerf? They might. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. It is Nerf too, or it is Hasbro. Yeah, okay, that checks out. And, you know, that actually makes sense, then, that they would have G.I. Joe and Nerf in the same season, then, because it's all working with the same company. Is the rights to Furby, My Little Pony, and Beyblade. Oh, man. Furby collab. A Furby Wrecking Ball skin. That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Gundam isn't even the newest one. It's one of the older ones. Yeah, I mean, it was literally celebrating the 30th anniversary of Gundam Wing. Blizzard knows their demographic. And I'll be honest, I'm surprised that this is Overwatch's demographic. Like, I get it. Overwatch is almost a decade old, but, like, I'm kind of surprised there aren't more younger people that play the game. Or if there are, Blizzard just doesn't care about catering to them in collabs. Barring, like, Le Seraphim, I guess, but... Really leaned into the arcade theme for the trailer, and they didn't do a good enough job showcasing the stuff coming in Season 17. I do think the format of the trailer wasn't great. They tried something different, they tried something unique, and I can respect that. But I think it was not very effective at conveying what was coming. Because unless you're doing what I'm doing here and going like frame by frame and analyzing it, you're going to miss out on so much stuff. You're missing out on so much stuff here. Like the Nerf collab would have been a whoosh. G.I. Joe, whoosh. The possible dating sim that's coming, whoosh. Like, you would have missed all of that unless you go through it like this. So we should be getting... I don't know what this is. I saw this. That's just the stadium version of Samoa, and Zarya's doing her emote, and Kirika's doing... I don't think there's anything insignificant. There's something funny about that image, though. Game over. Yeah, all right. Well, there's probably the better... Wait, let's see if we can go super frame by frame. Oh my god. You know, can't go. All right, so we got to get to there and then go do it. Oh, right. There's a new Ana epic skin. Do it. Do it. Do it. There's like that asteroids type thing that they were showing. I think we just missed it. Well, whatever. We saw it earlier. We saw the image of the Juno dating sim thing. Yeah. Also, Zenyatta skin. There is an arcade Zenyatta skin, which I don't think we see anywhere else in the stuff they posted. But that should be cool. That should be cool. Stadium coverage is surprisingly small. I think it's because they've already talked so much about what's coming this season for Stadium. There wasn't like a reason to go more in depth with it. Because like we already know. We know the heroes that are getting added. We know the maps that are getting added. We know the features that are getting added. There wasn't like a reason to like super duper highlight it in the trailer. The trailer overall was very quick and concise. An interesting way of executing it. Hello, Ian Ricardo. Welcome. Good to see ya. Thought they scrapped the Diva Mythic for a different one. It is so weird that the Diva Mythic is just completely separate from anything else thematically. It's its own thing entirely. Has nothing to do with anything else. So strange. So strange. No beach skins, or maybe that's season 18. That could be season 18, because that'll be in like late August that 18 starts. So they might have them saved for then. Yeah, no beach skins, though. No summer stuff. Yeah, it's so weird, because, like, Fortnite's doing the exact same thing with their, like, Superhero Academy season. But both... It's summertime! There's no school! Why are both games doing a school-themed season during the summer? Like, what? It's so weird. But the skins are great. Skins are great. And we're going to take a look at those. Let me see. Let me get these set up. So we're going to take a look at, first and foremost, the... I guess we can start by just looking at this. So we have the Diva Mythic. Just a still I grabbed here to kind of give you the gist of it. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I wager I probably won't get it. Because I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of the, like, mythical theming stuff. New lifeguard skins in January. There you go. The summer school and classes. Yeah, but how many people attend summer school? Especially if it's, like, an academy type thing. Japanese school, they have school in the summer, but I don't think it's specifically Japanese school themed. I mean, I guess... I don't know about Fortnite necessarily, but I do know Overwatch is definitely mega catering to the Asian audience these days, because they're the only people who play this game. But Yeah, maybe there's something there. Gave Junkrat a skin because he's being added to Stadium. Possibly. I mean, I don't necessarily think that's the reason, but... Then we get the Battle Pass. All right. I actually like these skins. Like, for a Battle Pass, I think these are pretty good. Don't care about Sombra because, of course, not. Genji looks great. Reinhardt looks great. Junkrat looks amazing. Sigma looks good. Widowmaker looks good. And Cassidy's, it's all right. Like, honestly, for a Battle Pass, I think this is a great selection of skins we're getting. No complaints. Don't like Aqua's name. Yeah, we can talk about that a bit, too. They revealed his name. Overwatch is huge in Asia. They don't care about Marvel. Rightly so. Ryan skin is big W. The Ryan skin is like... I don't think I'm ever going to equip this Reinhardt skin, but I like that it exists. It's got that like knockoff Minecraft vibe to it. It's great. It's so great. The Genji one, I really like the Genji one. I think it's cool. We don't care about her. Junkrat. I love it. I love it. It's got a hint of the Junkenstein vibes, which I love. That's one of my favorite skins for him. But it's like more just like the quirky professor. Which is such a cool idea for him. I love this. This might be one of my favorite skins of the season, this Junkrat one. And it's been so long since he's gotten a new legendary too. I'm so excited for this. And it's in the Battle Pass. Sigma's is... So this is a legendary skin, isn't it? It's not an epic. I was thinking about that, but the pauldrons are very different. The hairstyle is interesting for him. Let me make it a bit bigger. The hairstyle is interesting, where it's like the graying at the base. And he's got like all the facial hair too. A unique look for him. The hyperspheres, those look like default hyperspheres. Maybe this is just an epic. I don't know. It might be one of those weird ones that sort of falls in like the realm in between. Widowmaker is looking exactly as you would expect Widowmaker to look in this sort of outfit. Yeah, I don't know. The glasses for the visor, I think, is a really fun detail for it. Have those go up and down. Will you trust your kids with Professor Junkrat? I would absolutely trust my children with Professor Junkrat. More so than Professor Widowmaker. And then we got... what's the term? Not degen. Delinquent, that's it. Delinquent Cassidy. Which, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like 90% of Cassidy skins kind of just look the same. Like, I looked at this and I was like, oh, it's Deadlock again. Like, I think Cassidy suffers from having a base design that's too niche of a base design. So there's really not that much you can do with it to diversify it without breaking his core design. And so we get skins like this, where it's like, I feel like he already has a dozen skins that are basically exactly this. I think it's fine looking. I don't have an issue with the skin itself, but by and large, it's like, it doesn't feel special or unique to me. Don't want to change the cowboy look. I mean, they can't. I mean, I guess they could, but like, you know, they wouldn't. Professor Junkrat by day, Dr. Junkenstein by night. Oh yes, oh yes. But now we move on to the better skins, aka the shop skins. All right, let's just get this out of the way. Pink skins for Lifeweaver and Mercy. Cool, I don't care. We get arcade skins for Reaper and Venture, which I actually really like both of these. The Reaper one is almost certainly just an epic skin. They do really cool things with the texturing on it, though. which actually makes it look like it's a different model, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's just textured really cleverly to look like it's a poly model, like a low poly type thing. But I think it is technically just an epic skin, I think. Maybe the shotgun design is actually kind of... Again, it might be a skin that falls into the weird middle ground. But like the hood is like the exact same. The cloak is the exact same. It's just textured differently. The belt is the same. I don't know. I guess we'll see. It is going to be a shop skin, so we'll have to pay for it one way or the other, but... It's weird. You want to hate it, but you don't? What? How can you hate it? I think it's great. Ventures, too. This, like... Barring Toph, because Toph is obviously always going to be the best, this is probably my favorite Venture skin. I love the colors of it. The blue looks awesome. The hoodie design just suits them. Like, I really like this. And again, I think this might just be an epic skin. I guess the drill design is a bit different with like the star, because that's like physically on it. So that this one's probably going to be a legendary skin. Even if parts of it are just epic, I think this is probably going to be sold as a legendary skin. But I quite like this one. But yeah, other than Toph, this is definitely my favorite Venture skin. It's great. Venture Gamer is real. It's so good. I really want to see what the back looks like. Because they got the backpack with all the cool stuff on it. And like we can see there's like a joystick thing on the left side. Our left, not their left. There's like... It's like a duck hunt type gun on the other side. I think that's what that is. I don't know, but it's a cool one. I'm excited to see it in game. Then we get Jonesy from Fortnite. And then you know what? We'll do it like this. We'll do it the right way. We get cheerleader Juno. Oh my god. Not actually a cheerleader, but she has the cheerleader. I'm assuming this is a victory pose. It could be an emote. If it's an emote, I'm going to lose my mind. I think it's probably just a victory pose though, and it looks amazing. The skin itself, I quite like. I feel like the headset on it is weird. For like a school uniform outfit like this, to have a headset like that, it's just, I don't know. I want to see it in game. I think this angle of it looks kind of weird to me. Specifically the head. The rest of it looks amazing. Giant shoes as always. Pom-poms, beautiful. Giving her blue eyes is an interesting choice, but I actually quite like it. Design team hit everything just about right this season. It's headphones. I mean, yeah, I think it's supposed to be headphones, but like, it could just be like the straight on angle like this. It looks huge, like obnoxiously huge. And it doesn't quite suit the style of the Academy outfit. I need to see it in game. I need to see it from different angles to get a better sense of the head. But as it is here, it's kind of putting me off a little bit. But that's like the one thing I'm iffy about. The rest of the skin is amazing. Amazing. And that, of course, then takes us to my new favorite skin in the game. Not actually, but pretty damn close, I would say. Oh my god, this is probably a top 5 Kiriko skin for me right here. This is probably top 5. This is amazing. I adore this skin so much. It's so good looking. The hair, I love that they've just given her a proper full ponytail and bangs. It's amazing. You get the little fox hair clip thing, charm. The Ofuda are like little like notebook pads that I guess she's like drawn on is the idea. Amazing, amazing. Skirt, which is nice. So that's her kunai. Is that supposed to be a pen? I'm thinking that's like a pen, but I can't quite tell because you get like a weird angle on the way she's holding it. So I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to be, but I think that's supposed to be like a writing instrument or utensil. Better have a highlight intro with toast in her mouth running. Oh, if there's a corresponding highlight intro or emote for this skin, I'm gonna lose it. Also, they literally just turned Sukajan into shoes, and I love it. I love it. It's the exact Sukajan palette. I love it. You got the little fox tongues on them too. Oh, I think these are the best shoes we've ever seen in a Kiriko skin. Like, it's literally just Sukajan, but localized to her feet. Thank Christ. It's so good. This is like a top 5 skin for me for Kiriko. I'm gonna have to see it in game because again, I always want to see it in game and give it some time before I really settle on like how I'd rank any given skin. This skin may end up surpassing Spooky Co for me, which means it would end up top 3 if that ends up being the case. I really like this skin from what we've seen of it here so far. Still got to see it in game. But this could be a top 3 Kiriko skin for me. Do a skin tier list for Kiriko? I don't think that'd be a good idea. So yeah, this is amazing. This is my new favorite skin. Not actually, but you know, best skin of the season, bar none. Unless something from G.I. Joe really wows me. But like I'm not like a G.I. Joe fan, so I can't imagine that happening. Suki Kiriko has been replaced. Oh no, this does not surpass Suki or Sukajan. Those skins still reign supreme, tied for first. This probably, well, I don't want to say probably. Again, I need to see it in game. This could take the 3rd place spot. It's definitely better than Kira Kira. It's almost certainly better than Lifeguard. It might be better than Spooky Co. I'll have to see it in game. Also, we don't even know what the Suzu looks like. We haven't seen Suzu yet. So Suzu could be cool design. Or they might just recolor it like they do half the time. But yeah. Top tier. S tier, easy. Everything's S tier except one skin Ian doesn't like. Oh, and unfortunately, the one skin I don't like is going to get me crucified by the Kiriko community. So, yeah, that's why I can't ever do one. Want more punk Kiriko. I'm surprised they haven't done like a proper punk Kiriko other than like Visual Key being the closest. Even then, that's not like proper punk. So yeah, there we go. Shukajan. Juno the cheerleader. She's not properly a cheerleader though, which is a bit of a bummer. Like I love this Kiriko skin. I don't think they could have done a better Academy themed Kiriko skin. I think this is probably perfect. Let me. I understand that they want to have like the definitive like uniform style they're going for. And then like it's not even like 1-to-1 with like the uniform between them. But like I kind of wish they just committed to like a Juno cheerleading skin. Like if they'd just done that, made it more like sporty. Like an actual cheerleader, not just like a cheerleading person in a school uniform. Yeah, it would probably be my favorite Juno skin. As is, I like it, but like it doesn't compete with Uraraka or her mythic. But if it was like a true cheerleading skin, it might be it maybe theoretically could have been my favorite Juno skin, especially if it had an emote tied to it and stuff. Ukariz. I kind of want shoes like that, if I'm being honest. Sukajan shoes. Maybe I need to give Suki Sukajan shoes or something. That'd be fun. Juno cheerleader would break the hub. It would break everything, yeah. Which is kind of why I'm surprised they didn't do that. Like, again, they obviously want to have the Academy theme, but like they could have still made it in line with like the Academy palette and like theming while committing to a cheerleader design. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I feel like this Juno skin is just a missed opportunity. It's almost like they played it safe, which when it comes to Juno is weird. Like, I don't know. Odd. Very odd. Ask Suki to rank them. I eventually want to give her a visual model so that she can actually see things. And I think it would be fun to have her rank stuff once I do that. But until that day comes, she can't rank things. PE coach Malga is also a miss. That would have been cool. That would have been so cool to have a Malga PE coach. I mean, I guess this is supposed to be more of like a academy where it's like in sort of that like nebulous danger zone between high school and college, leaning on the college side for obvious reasons. And like, are there PE teachers in college? I know I never had a PE teacher in college, so like maybe that wouldn't quite fit, but they could have done something like that. I think that would have been a cool idea. Shame they didn't make a short faculty skin for Torb. A Torbjorn skin could have actually been fun. He could have been like a shop teacher or something. That would have been so fun. Bus Bastion skin. Oh, that would be great. Do you think Diva's Academy skin would get a recolor based on this Academy color palette? I wouldn't be surprised to see them do that. I would not be surprised if that ends up happening. Oh, and here, let's see if we can predict how it's going to work, too. Let's get the full image together. So based off of how they do things in the past, we're going to get a big bundle. I'm placing my bets now. Oh, that's on top of me. Placing my bets now. We're going to get a mega bundle that comes with Kiriko, Soldier, and Juno, plus 2 recolors. One of them is probably going to be Academy. The Academy Diva skin recolored. I'm not sure what the other one is going to be, though. It also could be only a 4-skin bundle. That's possible, too. But I think we're going to see a shop bundle that has these 3, plus a recolor of Diva's Academy skin. I think that's probably what's going to happen. And then possibly a second recolor on top of that, of somebody else's skin. Hello, babe. DSTT, welcome. Janitor Hanzo. That'd be amazing. Is trainers and coaches in college? Right. It would have to be like more of like a coach type skin. Like a coach, Malga, that would work. Coach Reinhardt would also work really well. Malga, I think, would be more fun just because, you know, we've seen fewer Malga skins. It's more stuff for him. A Malga coach skin would have been really cool. If they put Juno or Kiriko in the $40 pack. I think they actually, let me double check. I think they actually said what's going to be in the Ultimate Bundle. And I don't think it's any of those. Let me see. I think they specified in the blog post. Let me scan through this real quick again. Oh, the Sakura Ana skin is also in the Battle Pass. That gets mentioned here. Oh. Wait, it says go for the Ultimate Bundle Pass. The Ultimate Bundle has the Widow and Sigma skins. Okay, so this is, I think, actually a bit misleading. Unless I'm misreading what they mean by that in the blog post, then the Sigma and Widow skins aren't actually in the Battle Pass. They're in the Ultimate Bundle. Cool bully Malga. That'd be amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, why don't we get a bully? I guess Delinquent Cassidy's the closest, but... Yeah, okay, so Sigma and Widow. Which, personally, I don't care because I think they're fine skins, but, like, Junkrat is, like, the clear highlight for me in terms of, like, the teacher lineup. But yeah, that's kind of misleading that they put these here on the Battle Pass, like, image that they posted, but they're in the Ultimate Bundle. That's a bit misleading. Either way. Either way. Oh no, anyway. Well, you can still get them out of loot boxes eventually, so... Have I read the blog post? I skimmed through it. I know it talked about a hacks and hijinks mode. Limited time 66 mode where match modifiers rotate every round. I'm glad they're bringing back a unique game mode for the season. I think that's fun. Mean Girl Kiriko. Yeah, what is the actual archetype here? So we got Delinquent Cassidy. I get massive Tenya Ida vibes off of Soldier here from My Hero. Massive Ida vibes off of him. Especially with the glasses and the way he's standing. So I'm guessing he's supposed to be like the uptight, like, class representative archetype. Juno is definitely like the like, yay, like cheerleader type, which again is why it's unfortunate she didn't get a proper cheerleading skin. Kiriko, I guess, is kind of just supposed to be like the stuck up, like, I'm better than you, but actually I hate myself on the inside type girl, which, you know, aligns with her character, so that makes sense. So yeah, I guess those are the archetypes of the students. I almost kind of wish we got more, like, Academy skins, because it would have been fun. Yeah, like, a bully Malga would have been so much fun. I don't know, I guess they could revisit the theme later. Technically, Kiriko's second Academy skin if you count Toga. That's true. That's true. I like this one a lot more than Toga, though. I'll say that much. I like that the hair is different. I love the hair. I adore the hair on this skin. Like, in terms of the hair, I think this is one of, if not my favorite Kiriko skins on that front. Oh, the big ponytail, the way they did the bangs. I love it. I love it. I love her default hairstyle of, like, the base skin, but, like, I love seeing this, like, variant version of the ponytail design. So good looking. Well, that just about covers it. I guess we can talk a little bit more about the... What else did I have snapshotted here? Okay, we can talk a bit about this, because Overwatch Cavalry posted this image, which I thought was an interesting one. So I had to throw on my own disclaimer, because everybody I saw talking about this thought this was official artwork of the upcoming collab. It is not. This is artwork from a game. I should have noted the name of the game. This is a G.I. Joe game that came out like a number of years ago. But, like, the artwork gives us a great idea of, like, the potential skins. So, like, obviously we already know Snake Eyes is going to be Genji. Forgive me, I don't know the names of any of these characters. I'm sure you all can inform me. The front and center, that's obviously Freya. Like, I would not be surprised if Freya gets a skin for this character. Again, I don't know her name. On the left, I don't know that character's name. All I know is that she's holding Sombra's Uzi. Cobra, I guess, Reaper. A Reaper Cobra skin I could see. And then these guys. Somebody said the guy on the far right could be Baptiste. Which I could see it, maybe. And then Soldier for the blonde guy. But again, this is not official. This is not official for the collab. This is just artwork of G.I. Joe characters from a game that happened to align heavily with the weaponry and kits of heroes in Overwatch. So in terms of looking at it and being like, oh, maybe this is something that we'll see for the actual skins, this is why I wanted to show it off. Because it's an interesting one for speculating skins. Again, I don't know much at all about G.I. Joe. The majority of my knowledge of G.I. Joe is pork chop sandwiches. And if you get that reference, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But that is the extent of my knowledge of G.I. Joe. So, yeah, I would love to hear you all give your input on the potential for this collab and who might be getting what skins, because it is well outside my wheelhouse of knowledge. You need the Venture skin like yesterday? I really like this Venture skin. Other than Toph, this is my favorite Venture skin. Baroness, Sombra, Lady J, Freya, Roadblock, Malga, Duke 76, Cobra, Commander, Reaper, Snake Eyes, Genji, Storm Shadow, Hanzo. Is Storm Shadow the ninja guy on the left here across from Snake Eyes? Here he gets a random NPC skin. I'm not expecting Kiriko to get a collab skin for this. She's already getting a god tier legendary this season. Granted, that's never stopped her from getting a legendary in past seasons in a collab, but I don't think they're going to do it for this. I mean, she didn't get a Transformers skin. I don't think she's going to get a G.I. Joe skin. Unless there's a character I'm unaware of that just like perfectly fits her in the G.I. Joe universe. But to my knowledge, I don't know of a character like that.
This is so unfair!
White one is Storm Shadow. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for us. Like, again, I don't have any investment in G.I. Joe. I think it looks cool from the outside. I'm not in the fandom or knowledge of it at all, but like, I'm excited to see what it looks like. I will say I like collabs that are kind of like this, where the Street Fighter collab was like this, where like I only kind of have like a passing knowledge of Street Fighter, but I think the skins look really cool. And when we got the collab for Street Fighter, I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of like looking into these characters now and into the game more than I ever had before. So it's like, oh, who's this character? Who's this character? So like I'll probably do the same with G.I. Joe once we see the actual skins get revealed. But yeah, I am excited to see what this ends up holding for us. 3 more Academy skins. Where were the other Academy skins posted? If there's additional skins that I've missed... oh, if you're talking... Well, there was the Alari skin and the Sojourn skin. The Alari skin might be an epic. We don't really have a good image of it. The Sojourn skin looks to be a recolor. And then I don't know what the other third skin in question is. Kiriko Jinx for the hell of it? Jinx? Is there a Jinx in G.I. Joe? When you say Kiriko Jinx, I think of Jinx from Teen Titans. Tracer. The Tracer skin is her... I forget the name of it. It's an Overwatch 1 skin. I think it's the one... It's like her pilot skin. Here, let's jump ahead. Oopa-doopa-doo. So we see Sojourn on the far left. I already saw somebody point out that that's a recolor of her formal wear skin. And then we get here. That might be a recolor? I'd have to double check the actual colors of it. Oh, if so, that could be the other recolor skin in the bundle. Because that's definitely just her pilot skin, the one with the sunglasses. Because it's the parachute backpack and the big scarf. And then the Illari skin is probably going to be an epic skin. It's hard to tell because the hairstyle is different, I believe. But the cloak to me looks the same, so I'm guessing that it's going to be an epic.
Beware of small mammals.
Slipstream. Thank you, Peter. That's the name of it. Slipstream. Thank you. Petku on Twitter. Not Twitter. Twitch. Petku on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Jinx is a G.I. Joe female ninja. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe. I'm not familiar. Maybe she'll get a skin for that. Who knows? Who knows? Snake Eyes Apprentice. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of checks out. Now I'm starting to wonder if maybe... I need to look up this character. G.I. Joe... Jinx. You know, maybe. I guess it depends how, like, prominent of a character she is. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Are you like paying for skins, gave Illari a second ponytail and charged you $40? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is like the lot of stuff to look at here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Ooh, I didn't download this, but let me grab it real quick. We can look at the side by side. Here we go. Okay, hide that. Set this to that. So here's the like 3 main designs for the mythic skin. This is worth, you know, focusing on. I don't know that I really like any of them. I think I'm, in terms of like model design and palette, I'm torn between the middle blue one and the right like pink purple one in terms of which I prefer. I don't know. I'm curious what you all think about it now that we've actually gotten a proper full look at the mythic skin. It's living up to what you were hoping it would be. Thoughts, opinions? Hello, Double Edge. Welcome. Just in time for the Diva chat. Thoughts on the missile, rocket, and bullet in the trailer? The Nerf stuff you're saying? I think it's indicating a Nerf collab. Whether it'll be an in-game collab where we get like a Nerf weapon skin, or if it'll be an IRL collab where they do more Overwatch Nerf physical toys they sell. I don't know. But I think it's pretty safe to say it's going to be some sort of collab between Overwatch and Nerf, which will be fun. Stuck between Mercy Weapon and Diva Mythic. Love them both, but you can only get one. Ooh. I mean, I would say it comes down to whichever you play more. Personally, I would go with the Mercy Mythic. I really like Mercy's Mythic Weapon, which is ironic since I don't play Mercy, but... Blue and pink are nice. Yeah. Why are we getting a G.I. Joe collab? You're hoping for an Undertale collab. I don't know why they would collab with Undertale, though. Like, G.I. Joe is the least surprising collab I think we've ever seen. It perfectly aligns with past collabs they've done and the theming of those other collabs. Undertale, it's like, what would they do for Undertale? Like, a Sans skin? Who would, like, I don't know that would work very well. G.I. Joe feels like exactly what I expected. I've never been less surprised by a collab than seeing this G.I. Joe collab get announced. Sans Lucio Papyrus Tracer? Why would Sans be Lucio? I don't think Lucio's stocky enough to be Sans. Feels like it lacks customization. Yeah, I mean, the head changes. We don't really see much about the mech changing, I don't think, so I'm curious how that's going to end up looking. Maybe the mech doesn't change. Maybe this is literally it. You change the color and the head. Actually, they talked about it in the blog post. Let me check this. Level 1, tiger armor and a hat with sleek, fierce, white styling. Level 2, bun hairstyle with upgraded visuals in a cinnabar red colorway. Level 3, flex braids and a wide tiger mask in a pink tinted colorway. Level 4, hit full tiger mode with ambient spirit energy, glowing effects, and flourishes that radiate power. Okay, so the mech doesn't change. The mech literally doesn't change. The only things that change are the color and the head. Diva's head. And then level 4 has like special effects and flourishes. So it has a built-in flourish. That's interesting. Unless flourish isn't meaning the same thing as flourish with the mythic weapons. I don't know. So, yeah, there is no mech customization other than the color. Weak. I'm just going to say it, weak. It's like a mythic skin plus weapon in one. Yes, and at the same time, somehow less than both. Did Toki dirty? They always do Toki dirty. Half the time, even for legendary skins, they don't bother retexturing, or sorry, not... They do retexture it. It's the one thing they do. They don't remodel the mech. They never remodel her mech. It sucks. It sucks. It does change a bit where? They don't say it in the blog post. Like, all these models we're looking at here look the same to me. It's just the colors of them changing. The Seraphim skins, yeah. Least surprising was MHA specifically because they added Juno that year. But like, at this point, they have a pretty established pattern of collabs. Where it's like, we can tell the type of collabs they're going to do because it fits the ones they've done before. The My Hero one was a bit more unique because we hadn't. I guess we had Bebop and One Punch Man already at that point, so the anime trend had been set. I guess One Punch Man isn't like a modern anime. Like I guess it's not like super recent. The way MHA is still like current, but it's not like old the way Bebop is. I don't know. I guess maybe it's a bit more different when it comes to anime, but. Love to see Diva in an invisible mecha like the invisible boatmobile from SpongeBob. I think that's like an invisible wrecking ball like mech, like a clear plastic ball. It's like it's a fun idea. I just can't imagine it actually working. Halo-looking thing on the mech is different in some of the images. Is that the extra visual thing? Because that might be the thing that gets unlocked at tier 4. It might get like an amped up version of that. I don't know. I mean, we'll see when it's in game next week. One Punch Man is currently working on the 3rd season. Oh, I didn't know there was a 3rd season in the works. I guess in that regard it'd be considered current. I don't know. One Punch Man also doesn't feel as like largely relevant as like My Hero Academia by comparison. Who do I think is getting the season 18 mythic? I have no idea. I have no idea. Hello, Benjamin. Welcome. And Izia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Excited for the next new season? Honestly, I am. More for the Kiriko skin than anything else, but yeah. I think it's kind of interesting that they showed the trailer as early as they do. Usually it's on the Thursday before. Like, we have a full week until season 17 launches now. A whole week. Interesting that they showed the trailer so early. But, oh. I don't know. After analyzing it, I think I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm decently excited for this season. But when I first watched the trailer, I was like, wait, is that it? It's already over? I was like, 2 minutes. Because the pacing of the trailer, I don't think did them any favors. I think most people are going to watch it and be like, oh, I didn't see anything interesting. I guess there's no collab this season. And then just not think about it or care. When will they do a Spy Family collab? I don't know. No game is collabing with One Piece. I have no idea. I don't know if that's something to do with the One Piece IP just not wanting to collab. I would assume that's the reason. Because I don't know why else. Like, obviously, like, Fortnite would want to collab with One Piece. But they haven't, so I don't know why. I assume there's like a business thing where it's like they don't want to do it for some reason. GTA 6 before One Piece Fortnite? Probably, at this rate. Hello, the Fox, welcome. Rather get another MHA collab, don't even like One Piece. Oh, I would too. I would love to see a second wave of My Hero. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. I mean, I still see the existing My Hero skins in Overwatch get used pretty often. I would not be surprised if they did a second wave. Perhaps we get it in October again, when the final season's going to be airing. To align with that. And then it would also be 1 year from when we got the first My Hero collab. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I think it would be awesome if it did. Praying to Jesus for Mina Diva. Oh, speaking of, I forgot to activate the foxes. I thought it was a little Baron on screen. I could see a Hawk's Mercy, yeah. Mina would absolutely be Diva. If any hero gets a Mina skin, it's going to be Diva. However, if Diva definitely gets a skin, I don't know that it would necessarily be Mina, if that makes sense. Bastion is the washing machine guy. Yeah, I mean, in terms of characters, there's obviously a lot more characters that are likely to get in before Mina. Todoroki is 100% up there in terms of likely to get in. I mean, there's so many characters that would get in before Mina. Remember, her being in Fortnite is an absolute anomaly. Let's never forget that. Master Ian Gamer bingo card for the new Overwatch season. Hello, Meta. Welcome. Kiri as Mina, Sue, and Todoroki. She gets 3 skins. She's all 3 of them. Oh man, if by the grace of even beyond God, because that's how unlikely it is, that like Kiriko were to get a Mina skin, that would actually like contest Tsuki Kiriko. Like we would be witnessing a battle of the gods if that ever happened. But it won't, thankfully. So we don't have to worry about that. Bakugo not being in first collab is insane. Oh, yeah. I mean, Bakugo Junkrat, like, that one has to happen. That's, like, the guaranteed skin in a second wave. Todoroki would be... I don't know who Todoroki would be is the thing. I feel like Moira kind of fits him with, like, the whole duality mechanic, but I don't know how I feel about Moira being Todoroki. I love Moira and I love Todoroki, but I don't know how I feel about them being the same character. Fox ears would translate into the horns. I don't think so. I mean, like, yeah, I see what you mean. And I think you have a point there, but it just suits Diva so much better. So much better. Diva has the skin-tight jumpsuit, which is so similar to Mina's hero outfit. They both have the, like, cutesy, girly vibe to them. The Diva and Mina just work too well. It would have to be a Diva skin if they added Mina. Tracer's Deku, what's stopping them from Todoroki Moira? Well, that's the thing. I don't think it would stop them from Todoroki Moira. I could see that actually happening. I just don't know how I'd feel about it, is the thing. Because that'd be weird. That'd be weird. I mean, Deku Tracer is already kind of weird. And I feel like that's the least used My Hero skin out of the 5 that exist. That I like that's the one I see the least. And I'm willing to bet a factor of that is the weirdness of Tracer being Deku. So, like, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if they made Moira Todoroki. But I don't think I would, like, want that to be what they do. Endeavor Ryan. No, Endeavor would be Malga, I think. Endeavor Malga. Because he's even got the fire mechanic. Oh yeah, Aqua! I totally forgot about Aqua. Here, let me fetch the roadmap. Is it even a roadmap? I don't know. We should call it that. I totally forgot about Aqua. I'm gonna be real, chat. I don't really care about Aqua. He looks fine. I'm excited to play him. So we have a name, Wu Yang, assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly, which I'm not, but yeah. We have an official name for him now, which I don't know how I feel about them announcing his name. I kind of would have preferred if maybe they'd kept that secret, the way they kept Juno's name secret in this exact same scenario. Then again, Juno's name got leaked, so I almost wonder if the reason they're just unceremoniously showing off everything from the get-go for this season is because they assume it's going to get leaked otherwise. Because let's be honest, at this point, Blizzard has a leak problem. They cannot keep their things sealed. They leak constantly all over the place. And I don't know why, but they absolutely do it now. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just said, reveal his name because it's going to get leaked regardless. Lucio is present, Mike. That's another really fun idea. I would love to see that. You hate his name? Wu Yang? I don't know. I don't think I have feelings on it one way or the other. It's not a name that I expected. Like, when we found out Juno's name, it's like, oh, Space Ranger's named Juno. Like, instantly, it's like, oh yeah, that fits. It's short, it's cute, it's spacey. Like, yeah, like, oh, Juno. Easily, I see that being her name. Juno. Wu Yang, though? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because it's, I assume it's a Chinese name, because he's a Chinese character. Like, maybe in Chinese, it sounds more fitting for some reason or another. Maybe it's just because I don't have that type of cultural context to, like, hear the name and be like, oh yeah, it fits him. It could be that way for all I know. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's not a name I expected, but I don't like or dislike it. I'm just kind of indifferent, which is also my overall thoughts on Aqua as a hero. Like, oh, okay, I'm curious what they do with the water mechanic, but other than that, I don't really care one way or the other about him. Aang Avatar collab 2 confirmed. I mean, he would 100% be Sokka. I hope. I would have no complaints if they just brought back the Avatar skins and then added a Sokka Wu Yang skin. Like, I would be overjoyed. Do it. Give Sokka the representation he deserves and bring back the Avatar skins. Those are the two things I want. Two things. That's it. That's it. Wu Yang means in good health / safe and sound. I mean, I guess like it makes sense then in that regard. He's going to be a support, so it's like, you know, he's supposed to be like a caring character, I assume. They have rats in their facilities. You're talking about the leaks? I don't know what is up with Blizzard, but over the past year, the amount of leaks coming out of Blizzard have just skyrocketed. I don't know why, but it's definitely a problem for them. Maybe second wave Avatar will include Korra too. That'd be cool. If we got a Pharah Korra skin, that'd be dope. That would be my perma-use Pharah skin, which means nothing because I never play Pharah, but... Plenty of games with names similar to Wu Yang is a pretty good name. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how common of a name it is. Is it like Dave in the West, where it's like everyone's named Dave, everyone's named John? I don't know how unique or strange or common Wu Yang is as a name. Like, I just don't know anything about it, which is why, like, I don't really have like a opinion on it one way or the other, because it's just like, oh, it's a name that I have no context for, basically. Spirits rain from above, and you gotta deal with it. They gave Farah a "you gotta deal with it" line. It'd be Farah, so I don't know. Watch him summon an Aqua Dragon for his ult. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if he has something like that. Ooh, woo, I killed you with water? Let's hope he's not like that. Ironic, the water guy's name is the one that didn't leak. Yeah. Then again, who knows? Maybe there'll be other leaks for him, because we don't know his kit yet. Other than that it's water themed and he's a support. Could be anything. Could be anything. Can't wait for the water to look like piss and meme edits. I mean, we've already got a hero who canonically pisses out of her fingers, so like, is it really so strange to add in Wu Yang to that club? Ultimately, a wave pool that heals and damages people. Probably. Knowing how they do heroes these days, it'll probably be very uncreative and generic. Very safe. Wu Yang basically means positive, but it might also be a pun with Wu Yang, which means place with no oxygen, underwater. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's an intentional component of it. Maybe. I don't know. More interested if Wu was a waifu? No, because I'm actually glad we're getting more, like, young guy characters in the game. Like, cool. There aren't many of those. It's nice to get something that's a bit more unique. Besides, I already have an Overwatch waifu. I don't need another one. Wu Yang and Moira pissing buddies. They're gonna have pissing contests, yes, just like back in my school days. Cool if he has CC ability that pushes enemies away from him. He might. I wouldn't be surprised. I think didn't they specify that he has the most unique primary weapon that they've ever designed? Granted, that could mean literally anything. Blizzard has a habit of saying this is going to break the internet, and then it just doesn't. So who knows what that means? But apparently they're doing something interesting with heavy quotations around it for his primary, which I guess we'll find out how that goes. Waifu Yang. Cactus juice. Hope he gets a rough muddy skin where his staff is just a cool sticky found while wading in the river. Oh, big boy energy with that one. I mean, I hope he's a cool character. I honestly just have like no thoughts on him one way or the other so far. Like, I think his character design is fine. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. The name is fine. I don't like it or dislike it. The concept is kind of interesting, but not enough that I'm like, oh, I want to see it. Like, I'd say he's just like perfectly middle of the road baseline. Yeah, let's see what they do. I hope he's a cool character. I hope he's got a nice voice. I hope he's got funny lines. I hope he has cool story connections. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with him. Wu Yang and Moira, water sports back on. Oh, God. Watch him heal the same way as Jeff. What if he's just a Jeff ripoff? He's just Jeff, but in Overwatch. Excited for new hero Aqua. I mean, as I said, I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do because it's a new hero. I'm more interested in him than Freya's release, I would say. But I can't say I'm particularly interested. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm also at the point with Overwatch where I already have the heroes and characters I like, and I'm not particularly looking for new ones. I already play one support and all but 2 of the tanks. I don't think I need any more heroes on my list. Yeah, I do think Aqua's a cooler name. I think Aqua is kind of a cool name, but like probably not the most fitting. I don't know. I mean, it was obviously just like a placeholder name, the way Space Ranger was. Like Pokemon mode, Squirtle use water gun. Wait, let's call him Aqua over Wu Yang, like how you prefer Freak instead of Hazard. I don't know. I think like Hazard, we're just all going to get used to calling him Wu Yang. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't go that way. Aqua's probably a bit easier to pronounce for a lot of people, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Is there anything else to look at on this thing? New mythics. It is interesting again. The Reaper mythic is being sold day 1 of the season instead of being part of the mid-season. There's the unceremonious G.I. Joe reveal. Map voting! I forgot about map voting. Stadium. Yep. Sombra. Power up. Mythic. I don't know. What else is there to talk about? Juno of League, his appearance would definitely sound like Ezreal. I'm not familiar with the character. I don't play League. Tank's going to be interesting if it's the female gladiator. I'll be honest, I'm not really hyped for that character. Like, in terms of like female gladiator, they're not going to top Junker Queen in either playstyle or character. Like, at best, this Roman gladiator is just going to feel like a discount Junker Queen. I can't imagine she'll be anything more unique than that. Rate the Reaper mythic weapon. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Again, I think the only mythic weapon I've ever actually really liked is the Mercy one. I'm not a fan of just sort of like generic demonic type stuff. Like, I think the effects are cool that they showed with like the kill effect of it. The little scythes that come out the bottom are kind of cool, but I don't really care for it by and large. I don't know what number I'd even get it. Maybe like a 4. I already talked about the Space Invader looking thing with Diva and Bastion. Not specifically. I guess we can try going back to that frame in the trailer. Because, yeah, that was kind of like the dating sim thing, where I'm not sure if that's, like, actually a thing that's going to be released, or if that's just, like, flavor for the trailer. So, like, yeah, it goes into the machine, we get the cool little logo, and then we get the season, June 24th. So I guess, like, that was... Yeah, so it was like this. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, it looks like a super glorified workshop mode. But I don't know if this is going to actually be a thing that's playable in the game, or if this is just flavor for the trailer. It's the same as the dating sim thing. I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing they release for us to play, or if it's just flavor for the trailer. Because they haven't talked about it at all. Queen does have the gladiator skin, so the new hero could just be a knockoff in hero form. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be like that, like straight of a knockoff, but like in terms of like thematically, the gladiator hero, I don't feel particularly excited for because like I can't really envision it being a character that is in any way more fun, unique, or interesting than what Junker Queen already is. So I would say I'm more interested in Aqua as a hero than the Gladiator, because Aqua, I'm like curious to see what they do with the water mechanic. Whereas with the Gladiator, I'm just expecting a Junker Queen Reinhardt hybrid. They put out the mythic weapon after Death Scythe so they could have the Beam Scythes. Beam Scythe. I guess it's like a Gundam thing specifically. Doomslayer, Reaper, Master Chief, Soldier 76. I am surprised we still haven't seen a proper Microsoft collab. I'm really surprised. I would have thought for sure we'd see Master Chief 76 by now. But no. D.Va getting a Titanfall skin. That could be cool. They could probably do something like that. Especially if Apex Legends finally fully bites the bullet. Well, you see the select arrows are completely different directions. Up and down on the side, left and right on the main screen. Huh? I mean, how else would it be? Oh, I think I see what you mean. I'm assuming those are, like, the select is for, like, different things. Like, on the left, the up and down is choose the game. And on the right, the select is, like, maybe, like, a difficulty or, like, a level or something within that given game. And in that single statement, I guarantee you I have now thought more about the image we're looking at than Blizzard did themselves making it. He's being bribed by Junker Queen. No, I've just been playing a lot of her because she's the only fun tank in Stadium. Random bullshit season. Kind of. I'm actually kind of surprised there's like the two coherent themes we have with like the retro games and Academy. I kind of expected it to be more of just like a smatterfest of random stuff, but they seem to have pretty specific themes in play with like not really any outliers beyond that, other than the pink skins for Ana, Mercy, and Lifeweaver. Right, the mythic is like the one exception to that, where it just connects to nothing. I wonder if that mythic skin was originally designed and intended to be part of like a mythology season, and then for whatever reason that just didn't end up panning out. I really wonder. Like, did they start designing it with the expectation of Season 17 having a Korean mythology theme or something? And then they realized how poorly the other mythology skins have been selling or something. I don't know. I don't know. Pink skins, charity skins. Not that they've said anything about. So I assume they would have announced that if they were. So I assume they're not. Junker Queen in Stadium goes one of two ways. Usually it goes the way of winning, because she's by far the best tank as far as I'm concerned. Maybe Zarya. A good Zarya could probably out-contest her, but Junker Queen devours Reinhardt and Diva. And then Orisa, I guess, is just Orisa, so she'll never die. Maybe Diva's supposed to be released with the Junker Queen Zeus skin. No, because this isn't the Diva skin isn't a Greek mythology skin the way those were. But like, I assume it was intended to be part of a similar Korean mythology type season, or at least sub-theme. It's so weird that it's the only skin. Like, there aren't even like little piddly epic skins that tie into that theme. It's truly the only skin of its theme for the season. So strange. And I'm not hating on it by saying it's alone. I'm just saying it's weird. I mean, I don't like it. I wouldn't say I dislike it. Well, given what we see about the customization, I might actually genuinely dislike that. But like, I don't care for it at all. And it's just very weird that it's releasing the way it is. Hope the Academy is more immersive than the D&D thing, where like, you're pretty sure, if you remember correctly, only Tracer headlines. Right, but that's assuming there even is an in-game Academy thing. Like, we can catch the little frame, right? What? That's right, it shifts. Like, I mean, you guys can see it. Again, that's assuming that's an actual in-game thing, as opposed to just flavor for the trailer. Which, like, that looks like an original art piece of Juno. It's like a hero portrait style of her Academy skin, and the same for Junkrat. Which seems like a lot of effort if this was only flavor for the trailer. But I don't know. They haven't said anything about it being a thing, so I don't know if it will actually be a thing in game or not, or its own standalone thing or not. It might only be trailer flavor. Didn't Diva have a video game skin in the surveys? I think she did, actually, now that you mention it. I think she had a video game skin along with the others, and she didn't get it. Which, you know, isn't unheard of, because we got those winter skins last winter, and Kiriko had a concept there, but she didn't get a winter skin for that, so it's not guaranteed that every survey skin character in a lineup will get an actual skin in-game, even if the theme ends up in it. Tired of retro, academia, and mythic seasons who want different themes, give you lore-themed seasons, Golden Age Overwatch or Junkertown season. I would say Academia is... They haven't really done that before. They've done one-off skins of that theme, like the Diva one back in Overwatch 1. But I'd say Academia is actually a pretty novel theme for a proper season right now. As for retro, in general, I'm kind of tired of retro at this point. I think culturally, on like the grand scale, I've had enough pixelated retro. And I think most people have, because we're definitely seeing a shift to like the PS2 era, as opposed to like classic retro. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. And mythological stuff. I've never cared about that. Greek mythology, Chinese mythology, Japanese mythology. I've never been into that as like a thing. So I would absolutely adore if we got a proper Junker theme. I would love it. Isn't Blizzard notorious for it? They'll make content and then be like, we have no idea where to put this, so we have a random ass shop skin. I think they used to be more like that. I don't think they're as much like that anymore. Because they used to be a very chaotically run company. Where it's like, oh, we want to do a thing, so we did a thing. Sure, we'll make it playable by the public. Whereas now they're a lot more strictly controlled, and I don't think the higher-ups would let the devs waste time on things like that, to put it that way. Which is why I think we see less of that. Which is why we see fewer independent game modes, I think, typically. And other things like that. So yeah, they used to be like that. More so than they are now. Mad Max Junker theme. Oh, yes, please. I would love it. Oh, true Mad Max collab. Fortnite blew it. They blew it. We could have had a Morton Joe. We could have had a Morton Joe in Fortnite, and they blew it. Well, Warner blew it. It's Warner's fault, not Epic's. Epic wanted it, obviously. But that was back when Warner was still like, no, we're gonna do our own thing. And then they're like, ah, shit. Not Marvel. Warner Rivals, whatever the hell that game, Multiverses. It flopped. RIP. Alright, guess we're putting our IPs back in Fortnite. Missed out on the Mad Max theme. Shit, we could have had it. Flying Spaghetti Monster mythos. The day they give us a Flying Spaghetti Monster skin in Overwatch. That'll be a day. It was a solar punk theme. That would be cool. That would be a cool change of pace. I would like to see that. And then we could get like that would work really well for characters like Symmetra and Lifeweaver. Which I guess actually Lifeweaver does get a lot of skins these days. I feel like people don't really ever like acknowledge that because he started off not getting a ton of stuff, but Lifeweaver actually gets quite a few skins. Which characters for a Mad Max Junker skin? Well, I'd want to see a V8 Interceptor skin for probably Bastion, I would say. Because he's got to get some sort of vehicle skin. I think it would actually be pretty evenly split between vehicles and, like, human characters. I don't know who Max would be. I mean, like, they could just do, like, Soldier or Cassidy Max. I guess. Junker Queen could maybe be Furiosa. I don't know. I think there's actually probably a few different things they could do. Roadhog and Morton Joe would just be beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know what they would do for like the individual like components of his kit, like what his hook would be per se. But Roadhog and Morton Joe would be so cool. Yeah, there's a lot of things they could do though. We could get like a Reinhardt War Rig skin. I'm trying to think what other vehicles would work well for something like that. I think Bastion would have to be some sort of vehicle. Probably the Interceptor. Because that's like the most iconic vehicle other than the War Rig. I don't know. I mean, I could fantasize and speculate all day about a Mad Max collab, but I don't expect it to ever happen. Not in Overwatch. I wouldn't be surprised if we do retroactively see a Mad Max collab in Fortnite, even though the Mad Max season was last year. I think they could still do that, and I would still love it. But it's a shame we couldn't properly get it during the Mad Max gameplay season. Where's an action figure themed season? I don't know what you mean by that. Is G.I. Joe not that? Freya Furiosa? Oh, I could potentially see that. Still mauling over no Heroes of the Storm skin. Is that game dead? Is that even still playable? I genuinely don't know. Cryptic season would be cool. Cryptic or Cryptid? Because I think a Cryptid season would be a cool theme. Then we can get Bigfoot Hunter Ash at long last. Honestly, I think Bigfoot Hunter Ash is probably up there with Deep Sea Diver Reinhardt for my most wanted skin concept at this point. Battle for the future. Have characters either get a utopia or dystopian skin, like Diesel Punk skins or Solar Punk. Oh, that would be cool. They could play it in a similar way to like Mirror Watch, where it's almost like themed around like these two factions in like a fantasy alternate universe. But rather than it being a Mirrorverse, yeah, it'd be like a Diesel Punk, Solar Punk type thing. That's a cool idea. I like that. That would be really fun to do. Because Diesel Punk could tie in very heavily with a Mad Max type theme. Because Diesel Punk is basically Mad Max minus Apocalypse. There's some cool stuff they could do with that. Yes, Genji skin is supposed to be Snake Eyes. Not that I recognized it as such. It was other people informing me, but yes. Hello, Magma Block. G.I. Joe collab better have a reference to those PSA parodies. If we get a pork chop sandwiches reference... Chat, if we get a pork chop sandwiches voice line in this G.I. Joe collab, I am going to lose my mind. Oh my god. There's no way they're going to do that. There is no way they're going to do that. There's no way either Hasbro or Blizzard wants to be affiliated with those, but it would be so funny. Fortnite Rec 2. We can dream. The way people complain about Brig, even though she hasn't been meta for years. Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. When people get an idea in their head, that it won't go away. You can't change a person's mind. Wendigo Orisa. There's a lot of cool cryptid things they could do.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Hey, Dragon Claw member for 5 months. Thank you so much. Beat the hardest boss in Expedition 33 yesterday. Hey, way to go. Congrats. I've heard that's a really good game. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Serial killer theme? Would that be like a Halloween theme? What would they base the serial killers off of? Like, I don't think they could do real life serial killers. That would be not a good idea. What if they did like fictional ones, like Halloween, like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees type stuff? That would be cool. I mean, we kind of already have that. Soldier has a slasher skin, which is that type of thing. That would be a cool one. Cool idea. Speaking of serial killers, Springtrap dropped today in Dead by Daylight, right? I'm thinking I might do a Dead by Daylight stream on Thursday. Because I think it'll be fun to play Dead by Daylight again. Especially with Suki. Blizzard references memes all the time. Right, but pork chop sandwiches isn't just a meme. I mean, it is, but like, it's too inappropriate, I would say, for them to want to reference it. Like, you go back and watch the pork chop sandwich videos. Yeah! they were products of their time, I guess you could say. They're the sort of thing that I feel like companies would not want to affiliate themselves with in present day. As funny as they still are. Mothman, Freya, Bigfoot, Roadhog, Slenderman, Sigma, Wendigo, Orisa, Beast of Bray Road, Ramatra. I'm not familiar with Beast of Bray Road. Mothman, Freya, that's a fun idea. I hadn't thought about that. I think Bigfoot has to be Bob as part of an Ash skin. Because Bigfoot Hunter Ash is just, it works too well. Too well. Squatch, get in there. Oh, Proto, welcome. Good to see ya. What do you think of the trailer and stuff today, Proto? Beast of Bray Road is a werewolf. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that one. Give Junkrat a serial killer skin, but Junkrat is completely invisible because it's a Robert the Tire skin. Robert the Tire? Is that the... No, what is the movie? Tread? Where the tire that kills people? That's not what you're referencing, is it? I don't know what Robert the Tire is. Overwatch character would be Springtrap. I have no idea. The line can't have Juno or Kiri in it, then it won't ever be made. Well, I would actually probably put Lifeweaver in there, too. Again, I think people are kind of overlooking how many skins Lifeweaver is getting these days. Rubber. Oh, yeah, Rubber. That's what it was called, wasn't it? Well, that is what you're referencing. Robert. I've never seen the movie. I just know of it. Is it named Robert? I didn't know it had a name. I thought it was just like an innocuous tire. I don't know. It's a weird movie. They find it funny we learned more info from a tweet than we did from the trailer. The trailer was interesting. I feel like they sort of goofed the trailer. I feel like they had an idea for doing something unique and creative to play into the retro game theme, and it came at the cost of them actually conveying any information. And I think they might have been aware of that in the 11th hour, and thus they decided to cram a bunch of stuff into the socials they pushed out. I think that might have been what happened. That might have been what happened. Chupacabra Hazard. Oh, yeah, I could actually see something like that. Fun fact, it is now the shortest season trailer of all time, surpassing Season 2. It was a very short trailer, yeah. Very short indeed. Well, you know what hasn't been short? This stream, it's already been 2 hours. Wow. Chat, did you really let me yap for 2 hours? Who told you I could do that? Who authorized this yap session? I didn't. Diva Mythic's so beautiful. I'm glad you like it. It's not for me, but I'm glad there are people who like it. As always, if I don't like something, I'm glad that other people at least can like it. Let me see if there's any other stuff that maybe came out that would be worth pointing out. No new Wrecking Ball skin. I guess that's the big one that was tragic. Oh, what would be an idea for an Academy Wrecking Ball skin? What could they have given him? I mean, like a class pet, I guess. They could have done something like that. I guess they're trying to go for more realism, so they're not going for the absurdism of like, oh, Wrecking Ball is the principal. Like Nezu and MHA. They didn't try doing something silly like that. I don't know. It would have been fun to see Wrecking Ball get an Academy type skin. One of these days we'll get Wrecking Ball. I'll be getting a new skin. Yapster Ian Gamer. Uh-huh. Driver's ed teacher. Maybe. 8-bit ball. It probably would have worked better to give him a retro gaming skin. I just like the Academy theme more. I think it's more interesting. But he probably would have gotten a gaming one if he'd gotten anything. Which he didn't. He didn't. Suki scheduled it in the MIG Studios itinerary. Suki doesn't have that authorization. She can't schedule things. Not without me approving it. Going around a giant dodgeball. There you go. Diva's mythic skin just simply doesn't fit the rest of the theme, or the rest of the skins so puzzled by this. It's unrelated to any other skin this season. It's bizarre. I almost think it was intended for something else. Like, I have to imagine that's what it was. It was intended for, like, a Korean mythology season, and for whatever reason, the other skins from that theme just fell through, or, you know, got delayed. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. Also, the way they're marketing the mythic skin is very strange. Where they keep saying, like, oh, it's the Siberian tiger, the national animal of South Korea. Which is like, okay, sure, but, like, clearly this is based off of, I'm forgetting the name. I mentioned it in my prediction video. The Tiger of the West, basically. Of, like, the 4 mythological beasts. Like, clearly, looking at the Diva skin, that's what it's actually based on. But then they, like, don't mention that ever, anywhere. And instead say, oh, it's the Siberian tiger, when it's like, is it? Why doesn't it have a normal tiger variant then, if that's what it's supposed to be? I don't know. It's just weird. The Diva mythic is weird. The context surrounding it is very strange. It does very much feel like they got 80% of the way into developing it, and then everything around it sort of fell apart, and they're like, well, we still have this skin we spent all this time developing. Gotta put it out there. Files got deleted a week ago. They had to remake it. Good lord. Rip your wallet 2 mythics at the same time. Yep. Lucky for me, I don't want either. So I'm not gonna... I mean, unless I get, like, a code from Blizzard or something, I'm probably not gonna spend my prisms on either of them. Pac-Man style skin for Wrecking Ball. That'd actually be kind of fun. Could have worked for Halloween. Strange they didn't follow the pattern of the Chinese season. Right, I mean, even if it had been like a sub-theme and had been like, you know, maybe there were like 3 or 4 other Korean mythology type skins for the season. Like, maybe they could have done something like that, and like that still would have been at least somewhat fitting then. But there's no other skins that even come close to fitting the theme of the Diva mythic. It's so strange. It's so strange. I'm willing to bet there's a story to that, but we'll probably never know it. Diva's mythic should have been gaming themed. Right, see, that's the other thing. Like, Diva could have gotten a gaming mythic skin. That would have fit her so well. And that would have been so cool. Give her like an 8-bit style mythic skin. I mean, if they wanted to do something actually interesting, they could have made it where it's like the different customization variants are like different graphics types. So you could have like old 8-bit, and then you could move up to like PS2 era, and then you could move up to, I don't know, present day, or they could pick any other, you know, like type, where they could have like different like poly count variants, or like a more pixelated version to be like the different styles for it. Like, that would have been such a cool thing to do with a Diva mythic skin. Granted, I would never expect them to put that much effort into a mythic skin in this day and age, but yeah, they could have done something cool like that. And instead, we get a skin that's fine as a mythic, but just doesn't fit the theme. It's so weird. So weird. Try to ask someone, see if you can get an answer. I mean, yeah, go for it. Try pulling on your threads. I'm not inclined to think any of them will talk. And even if they do, you know, it's probably not anything that could be publicly disclosed, so. But I am curious. I am curious about that one. Spot the error in the shop press kit image. Ooh, the shop press kit image. I don't think I noticed an error in it. Let me bring it back up. What? So big. So big. And beautiful. But, What is the error in this image? I'm curious. Enlighten us, Proto. I'm assuming this is the image you're talking about because these are the shop skins. We're getting the summer event this season. No, probably not, because they didn't say anything about it, and there don't look to be any summer-themed skins. Not like Diva's a pro gamer or anything. Nope, not at all. Kiriko specifically. Wait, what is up with Kiriko here? What about her? What about her? Is that Mercy's Caduceus staff? Is that what that is? Because I noticed that, and I was wondering what that was. I assumed it had to do with Mercy's skin. But like, I just realized her hands are on her hips, so she's not holding it, whatever it is. Is that what you're pointing out? Because that is sort of janky, whatever it is. The error is that Kiriko got a skin. No, the error is that Kiriko only got one skin. That is the error. Soldier's gun is floating. Oh, that is Soldier's gun. Right, because that's the Helix rocket icon on the top. Yeah, okay, so that's what that is. I assumed that was like part of Mercy's Caduceus staff. But no, you're right. Because it's like if he was in an A pose, that's where the gun is. The gun is in his A pose position. But he's standing with... Wait a minute, that's Oops. That's the Kiriko pose. The terribly impressive one. He stole Kiriko's victory pose. Yeah, you're right, though. That is definitely Soldier's gun, and it's perfectly aligned if he was A-posing. That's... How does that happen? Like, how does that happen? It's so weird. That is so funny, though. It's a shame because it covers up part of Kiriko. It's bad enough that the tip of her elbow is being obscured by Mercy. Now you get Soldier's gun covering up her skirt. No respect. No respect for Kiriko. What was a bag on the Kiriko skin? No, yeah, like I could tell that it like didn't fit with the Kiriko skin when I looked at it, but I assumed it was part of Mercy's. But no, that's definitely Soldier's gun. That is so weird. So weird. Rush to get the skins posed because it didn't show squat for the trailer. I mean, they always show off these images every season. I don't know. I feel like Blizzard sorely lacks quality control. Which I wouldn't be surprised if that was a major factor in why there's so many leaks these days. I don't know. It's funny. Still kind of bummed Juno isn't a proper cheerleader, but... now, the more I think about it, the more disappointed I am in the Juno skin. Not because the skin itself is bad, but because of the missed potential. Hoping Juno gets a cheer voice line. I hope that is both a victory pose and an emote. But if it's only one, I hope it's an emote. I kind of wish Kiriko got an emote like that too, though. It fits Juno way better than it fits Kiriko, but I would still love to see that for Kiriko. Need your yearly fix of Lucio Ball. Ooh. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Finally got cheerleading emote in Fortnite. Yes, it came back. Oh, I was so glad to see the cheerleading emote came back. And like I suspected it would, because it's like we got the new cheerleading skin, and it's a school theme. If they bring back the cheerleading emote, it'll be this season, and they did. They brought it back, so I nabbed it. So beautiful. A leaked Roadhog weapon skin. Yeah, I saw you post this. Where does this image come from? Because I'm not sure, like, what this is. Like, obviously, it's a Nerf Roadhog gun. But, like, where did you find this? Like, what is the source for that image? Because that looks like a promo image for, like, a product thing. Which would align with the idea that there's going to be Nerf guns being sold imminently. But I was curious where you found that, because I couldn't find a source for it elsewhere. Look back in the trailer when Juno and Kiri are shown, they're doing the same emote. That's right, they are doing some sort of emote. Let me double check that. That is a good call. Show me. Show me the skins. Okay, so that's Juno's like thumbs up emote. Where she goes like, yeah! That's what she's doing there. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing. That looks like the same like arm movements. Yeah, and the way her like hands are like fluttering. That's definitely that emote, right? Because she's about to go thumbs up. Yeah, but then it cuts away. But the Kiriko emote, I do think that's a new Kiriko emote. Because it kind of looks like her laughing emote, but it's not quite. Because she lifts her hands up then. Yeah, that's definitely a new Kiriko emote. But again, like it cuts away right before we see what like the actual emote part of it is. Maybe it's just like I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out. But she is at the very least getting a emote for it. From Walmart. But this is a new Nerf gun, right? Because they didn't ever have the... Because I remember the Diva, and I think was it the Reaper shotguns? Because I remember there was the Reaper mask. Was there a Soldier gun back when the original line of Nerf stuff came out? I don't know if that Roadhog one is like a recent one or if that's an old one. It is an old one? Okay. Okay, because I don't remember there being a Roadhog gun like that. So I thought that might have been like a new thing in like a new line that got leaked. Okay. Well, that clarifies that then. That makes sense. Huh. Alright, I'm just checking some stuff here. That's when they made the Tracer Blaster in 2020. Oh, I don't remember that either. I just remember the Diva Reaper one, and then the Soldier one looked familiar when I saw the image of it there. But I hadn't remembered otherwise that there was a Soldier one. Need a full cheer team. Oh, absolutely. Get Brig in on that too while we're at it. What is Junkrat supposed to be? He's a professor. He's a quirky professor who's too caught up in his own academics. Hashimoto emote, just licking her hand and making paws. Oh, like the Hanzo one? Good lord, I hope not. Wait, is she? It does look like she's licking her hand there now that you mention it. All right, we're gonna have to enhance. Enhance. It's like she's either laughing or eating something. It almost kind of looks like there might be something in her hand. Yeah, the way her cheeks are puffed, it looks like she's eating something. Like maybe she eats something. It's like, yeah, she's definitely eating something. Look at the way her mouth is moving. She's definitely eating something. And then she's about to go like, and do like an excited taste so good pose. I didn't realize there was a backpack on that skin. She's got a little backpack. I gotta get a look at what that backpack looks like. Yeah, I think she's eating something and then about to be like, oh my god, this tastes so good. It's not like eating a donut, let's be real. The toast? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no one in the entire history of humanity has ever reacted that way to eating toast. So probably not. It's probably something sweet like a donut. Fortnite and Overwatch went for a school setting. That's what I was saying. It's weird that they're both doing it during the summer, no less. Thoughts on the Diva Mythic? It's fine. It's weird that it doesn't connect to anything else thematically this season, but I think as a Mythic itself, it's fine. It's hard to say much more about it. Yeah, well, she's definitely chewing. She has to be eating something. Kiriko, what are you eating? Spit that out. Spit that out. Yeah, she's eating something and then it's gonna go like, yeah. That's probably I'm gonna wager that's gonna be a battle pass emote. They always give Kiriko something in the battle pass, even if it's small like a voice line. That's probably just like an eating a donut emote in the battle pass. Because I don't know that it'll necessarily tie to the academic theme. Whoop. And then, yeah, like someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's just Juno's thumbs up emote. You got an answer. Is it an answer you can share, though, is the thing. Keeps the spirit fox in the backpack? Maybe. Give me an M, give me an A, C, E. Oh, that would be amazing. Just so long as they make her properly thick. No more of that Doki Watch nonsense. Not for Brig. You're joking about the licking? Well, you turned out to be almost right. Because she's definitely eating something. Classic Kiriko eating things. It's chewing gum? No, because the way she's chewing it isn't like chewing gum. It's like she's eating like a big donut. I'm willing to bet it's going to be a donut. That would fit. Juno met her behind the school, gave her the good koosh. Really? You think Juno's the one giving Kiriko drugs? I promise you it would be the other way around. Oh, yeah, we do actually get a better look. Oh, she has a ponytail. I didn't realize Juno had a ponytail in the... All right, I instantly like this, like, way more. The headset is still kind of weird. It looks a lot like Diva's headset, which... I don't like the headset, but I like the ponytail for sure. I'm curious what the backpack, or the jetpack, whatever you want to call it, is going to like look like from the back, too. Yeah, I think this is actually a better angle for the Juno look. I think this makes her look better, seeing her from this side rather than straight on. Juno and Kiriko definitely don't do drugs. Juno, I would agree. Kiriko, no comment. I wouldn't be surprised if Kiriko did drugs, unfortunately. Dona would go with her victory pose. Oh yeah, for sure. No Overwatch Classic this time around. I mean, they've done Classic like every season for half a year. Aren't people sick of Classic by now? That's an edible. She's eating an edible. That would actually so check out. I hate to admit it, but that would totally check out for Kiriko. Taking Tracer's bike around a koosh. Am I even allowed to say that? Is that a forbidden word? I don't even know. Hello, Dr. Slug. Welcome. Too pure for this world. Juno may be from space. She's not getting people high. Yeah, no, Kiriko would 100% be the one introducing Juno to drugs. Like, that is 100% the direction that goes. Not the other way around. Didn't they confirm the other collab, Jonesy Soldier 76? What? Like a Fortnite collab? No way. Kiri is a druggie. I mean, she's not like an addict, but like I could see her, you know, lighten up socially. That wouldn't surprise me at all. In fact, considering she's Japanese, I wouldn't be surprised if she smoked. Let's be honest. Kiri is not a straight edge. Are you kidding me? Do you even know what her character is? She is not a straight edge. Giving the kids a little bit of fox dust. Oh no. Oh my god, I just envisioned Kiriko going to a middle school and pawning drugs. She would totally do that. No. Kiri, no. They're children. Oh my god.
That's rough, buddy.
Thanks, Zuko. Space cookies. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of fun things. Fox dust. Kitsune magic. They've got all sorts of fun words for it. Vape dealer. Yeah. Yeah, I see the message you sent, Proto. I mean, assuming you got it from where you think I got it, I'm not going to talk about that publicly. But I appreciate you keeping me informed with it. That's
Beware of small mammals.
interesting to see, but I'm going to err on the side of not talking about that. Just to be safe, if nothing else. Hello, Bekumi? Bekumi? I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for following on Twitch. I appreciate it. By the way, since there's like more than the average number of people on YouTube watching me right now, I also stream on Twitch. So if you prefer to watch on Twitch, you can watch me there too. Even if you don't watch on Twitch, go follow me on Twitch. Yeah. Also like the stream. All of you. Even if you are on Twitch, like it. Do it now. Do it now. Or Kiriko will peddle drugs to your children. That's a fact, by the way. Saw it from YouTube and quickly made an account. Ah, cool. Well, we're glad to have you here. Brig should have gotten a Yankee school skin with a bat. Yankee? What the? That's not a slur, is it? Type of delinquent youth in Japan. Oh. I wasn't familiar with that as a term in Japan. I was only familiar with Yankee with the two E's as opposed to the I. Interesting. Really? I don't... Brig wouldn't be a delinquent. Come on now. She'd be the cool tomboy that everyone loves. Obviously. And they have not teased Aqua outside of what was shown in basically the reveal of his name, which is Wu Yang? Yeah, that... Right? I have to double check. I already forgot. I think that was it. Softball Brig. Yeah, we could even get like a like an academic like sports skin for Brig. That would be cool. Kind of fitting with the old Summer Games vibe in a sense, but that'd be cool. Who else is gonna have a bat? Junker Queen? Torbjorn. Torbjorn rolling in with the how do you do fellow kids. His hammer is a bat, shattering shins left and right. They never see him coming, he's too close to the ground. Delinquent cast should have an anime pompadour. Oh, that would have been so much fun. See, that's what I'm talking about, when it's like Cassidy is so pigeonholed with his design. That like a true delinquent skin, yeah, would have a pompadour because that would fit and that'd be fun and unique and fit the theme so well. But no, he's gotta have his cowboy hat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Kiriko, spit that out. I don't know what you're eating, but spit it out. I wonder what she's... It's gotta be a donut, right? Like, that's what fits. Oh, you can't Suzu because redeems, other than the gift redeems, those are disabled at the moment. All the Suki and MIG redeems are disabled because Suki's not enabled at the moment. But his soldier look like Jonesy? He really does, and it's funny. Jonesy 76. I mean, he's like Jonesy Ida, basically. Which, speaking of, my Juno Academia, hello. Welcome. Anna and Torb should have had some generic parent skins, disappointed parents considering who their kids are. There are so many other additional ideas for Academia skins. Like, I love this theme. There's so much potential here, and I like everything we got, basically. I want more. I want more. The season's not even here yet, and I want more. I want it. I want it. BR76. Hockey sticks, if that's what they're called. Yeah. I mean, that's not what she's eating, because again, those are like little thin things that like you. Her cheeks are like giga pouted. Look at that. She is eating like a mouthful of something. Yeah, like there's no way you would chew a Pocky that way. That's gotta be like a big chunk of donut. That has to be what it is. Ball had an 8-bit skin, you'd cry. I wish he got a gaming skin. I wish he got any skin. Yeah, no Pompadour is really missing out on the delinquent skin. Considering Farah would have been a school bully, at least Anna should have had disappointed mom skin. Torb could be proud of Brig at least. Oh yeah. Yeah, Farah would have been an interesting one to give her. I could see them giving her a bully skin.
Is it a plane? No. It's a hamster on a meteorite. Coming to the rescue.
Unfortunately, it's not a hamster at all, because there's no Wrecking Ball skins. I could see Farah getting a bully skin. I like Malga being a bully, though. I think that's fun. It suits him so well. He is such a bully. I love it. A jawbreaker? No, because she's chewing it. You don't chew a jawbreaker unless you want to actually literally break your jaw. So, like the purple Juno's skin. Yeah, I like it. I still wish it was a proper cheerleading outfit, because that would have worked and fit and been so good. And it's just not that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, look at it this way. Juno is undoubtedly going to get oodles of skins in the years ahead. 2 years from now, maybe we have both an Academy skin and a cheerleading skin for Juno. Why not both? Why not both? Farah could have been ROTC military. Oh my god, that would suit her so well. That suits Soldier too, but Soldier already has class representative skin. Yeah, an ROTC skin for Farah would work really well. That's better than her being a bully. I like that more than her being a bully. That'd be another cool one for them to do in a potential future wave. A future wave. How is it not a cheerleading skin? I mean, it's got like the skirt, like a quasi, but like the button down on the front. It looks too formal. It's too formal to be a cheerleading skin. You can see it better in the other image of her. She's wearing a tie. You can't have a tie and a collar in a... No, that's not a cheerleading outfit. Like, it kind of works as such because she's got, like, the mini skirt and God knows what underneath. Not leggings. But, yeah, no, that's not a cheerleading outfit. She just has pom-poms. So nitpicky. Yes, I am nitpicky. Let me nit these picks. Or is it pit the next? Pit? I'm moving on. Yeah, it's Juno. I get to be nitpicky with Juno and Kiriko. Deal with it. And Wrecking Ball, but he never comes up. So all I get to do is nitpick the fact that he doesn't get anything. Why are her eyes blue? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It throws me off for her eyes to be blue, because normally they're red. But, like, I also kind of dig it. kind of like the blue eyes, but it is weird. It is weird that they're blue. I will agree. Any Widowmaker skins back in the shop? In the shop currently? No, I don't believe so. Venture digs it? No, not like Venture digs it. Fancy school with fancy cheer outfits. Bruh, she is wearing layers. Do you have any idea how sweaty she would get trying to do a cheer routine in this outfit? Like, her legs would be fine. She's literally wearing nothing down there. But, like, her torso would sweat so much, and it would be so hard to move around in that. That would be so uncomfortable. That would be a terrible cheerleading outfit. I don't care how fancy this prep school is. That'd be terrible. Borrowed contacts from Mercy? Maybe. I don't know. She can't get sweaty? She's an alien? What do you mean? Aliens can get sweaty? Also, she's not, like, biologically an alien. What do you mean by this? So Brig becomes a crazy Catwoman and doesn't give Torb any grandkids? I would be shocked and incredibly sad if Brig became a cat lady. Like, there's no reason for her to become a cat lady. That would be, like, the greatest tragedy of our generation. Maybe it'll be Juno's sport thing for summer games, cheerleading, unless she already has one that you don't remember. No, I don't think she has any sports stuff. But I do agree that cheerleading fits her perfectly. I don't know. I kind of am of the mindset that this is her academy skin. Yes, there's some sort of cheerleading component of it. But she may easily get a separate cheerleading skin later down the line. I think that's possible. And this is the perfect context for her to get a cheerleading skin. But, like, if they were to do both as separate skins, it would make sense to have the academy skin as a part of this and the cheerleading as its own standalone thing later. That would make more sense. So I'm gonna reignite the optimist that I always claim that I am, and say she'll be getting an actual cheerleading skin later. This is just her academy skin for now. I like it so much better now that I see the ponytail at the back. Oh, I really want to see Kiriko's backpack. Show us your backpack. Show us what goodies you have stored in there. I want to know. Well, that's enough of that. Oh, is it even worth doing it? Good lord, it's been like 3 hours. What am I doing with my life? Why are any of you even still here? I stare at Kiriko and Juno for 3 hours and people still watch. What is this? Maybe the emote pose thing leads into a proper cheerleading skin summer game spray later. I was thinking about that. Yeah, I was like, what if she gets 2 skins? Like, what if the season...
That's rough, buddy.
What if she has 2 skins this season, which isn't unheard of, and the other one is a cheerleading skin that we've yet to see? That seems unlikely to me based simply on the fact that it's like similar enough to the Academy skin that it'd be weird to have both in the same season. Maybe she gets a cheerleading skin next season if they do proper summer games next season. I don't know. I don't really know. I guess it doesn't bode well that she's getting a cheerleading something with this skin and not the cheerleading skin that hypothetically she has. Anyways, I think we've belabored this concept well into the ground. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't planning to play Overwatch, but it's been almost 3 hours already. I think I'm probably just going to call it there. How the hell has it been 3 hours? Chat, I need you to explain right now, like right now, how it's been almost 3 hours. Like, what have we been doing? Suki's not even here. What the hell have we been doing for 3 hours? Ugh. Did drive start today? That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna start the drives. Da, 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 da. Oh, there's already Juno cheerleader fan art out there of the new skin. That's not surprising. Well, anyways, I think that's probably going to do it, everyone. I don't know what else there is to say or do or talk about here. So, time is a flat circle. Indeed, it is. Did I eat today? No, I'm actually starving right now, which is another reason I kind of want to end stream. Where? Victor posted it. Was it? It was. Yeah, Victor posted it in the art channel on my Discord server, so you can see it there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. All right. Well, on that note, everyone, thank you for tuning in for this not actually playing Overwatch stream. This was nice. I'm sure this won't be a stream that I watch back later and regret massively. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I think I'm going to be doing Dead by Daylight on Thursday for my usual evening stream. It'll be DBD. So yeah, you should come by. Suki will be back. So yeah, that'll be fun playing that with her. But yeah, as for otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this, whatever it was. And season 17 is in a week. In a week. Well, bye everybody.